Hey Joe, so I know that like when somebody calls me and comes to my gym, um, I have an ideal client. I want to know who I want to work with. A lot of times I get people call me and say, Sam, what pill can I take to lose weight?
Right.
Or so and so is cheaper down the road than you are. Well, that's not my ideal client because I want a client who is really interested in not in shortcuts, is interested in getting the best quality program out there, not just the cheapest out there, but the best value.
Oh, absolutely.
Now as far as you're concerned, who's your ideal client?
Well, that's a great question. My ideal client, it runs the gamut. The answer is that I've set myself up to not be as accustomed to the financial services industry that says that the most affluent client is the one I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So if Bill Gates is out looking to move some money, that's who I want to go for. I can help anybody from just about any income level that's out there, but I'm looking for pretty much middle class, middle America, middle to upper middle class, somebody who's got a desire to put some money away, someone who's not afraid to save some money. More importantly, someone who says, no one ever taught me what to do with money. I know my parents never taught me.
Me
what
neither.
To do.
I totally get it. It's so funny because I went to 9 years of school. I learned everything there's to know about anatomy, physiology, biomechanics, biochemistry, nutrition. Everything I needed to know. Then I got out and nobody taught me about how to get a client, how to keep a client, how to save money, how to invest my money. And after reading several, many different books, and also I'm fortunate enough to be friends with people like you, Dan, Chris, and everything like that.
Absolutely.
I just started learning from them. So it's no different than somebody coming in and wanting to work out and not knowing what to do because we've never been taught.
Right.
So your service is just like mine. I say there's a different way.
Absolutely. You're helping to make sure they live longer and healthier and have a better quality of life. And I'm doing the same thing, saying let's make sure our money lasts
Mhm.
as long as we plan on living.
Yeah.
Because America today, they're spending 125% of what they make. And the biggest thing I noticed with you is that when you're looking for a client, and you grilled me quite a bit when we went back and forth in this, was you're looking for someone with the mindset that they want to change, that they want to get better. I'm looking for the same thing. I'm looking for a client that says, you know what, I wasn't taught this, and I did pretty good up to this point in my life, but maybe there's somebody who has enough schooling and education, instead of trying to go learn it yourself. Like, my answer wasn't let me go learn everything I can about how do I get into shape. My answer was let me seek the person who spent that time doing that. And that's why I came to you and said, could you help me? And the same thing happens here. It's not that I had to humble myself. I had to stop and say, you know what? I don't have all the answers. Let me go find someone who does this for a living.
You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Absolutely.
You just find out who's doing it, who's the expert at it,
Right.
and seek that knowledge. That's this way you decrease your learning curve.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. And you get the immediate results. You can get something. You tell me to do one thing. I mean, we had the biggest thing with the protein shakes.
Yeah.
Right? You say get a protein shake, and I didn't say which one. I went out there and added weight because I was drinking a weight gainer
The
instead.
wrong one.
When you came back and said, this is impossible, and I said, look, I'm drinking this, you went, whoa, stop. And that did it, just because I didn't seek the clarification to go through, and that made the biggest difference. So now I'm like, how, Sam? How?
I think I didn't clarify it either, so I take some fault on that. One of the things,
Sam's fault.
one of the things that I learned from insurance, from financial, one thing that I learned was, and this is a very famous quote that I always learn: insurance is not for sale when you need it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely correct.
That's like one of those big, one of the 100 success principles that is here, man. So and I know that you know all about that, and you can help people with that. Now, I really appreciate you taking the time, and what can I expect if I come to your office? What can I expect?
Well, the basis is I sit down, I come to people's homes, they come to my office, we sit down and talk. I just want to make a complete and accurate snapshot. The answer is I'll sit down with you, it'll take me 45 minutes to an hour to sit down and delve into every area of what you have as far as your financial life, what you have coming in, what you have going out, and so we can see where it is. What have you accumulated so far, assets, debts, things like that. Put everything into a package, right? I'll walk away. You stay where you're at, we're done. I will do the evaluation, we'll set up a time, typically 48 hours from then, because I'm meeting with so many people, I need to do it quick so it stays on my mind and I can get the best thing. And a couple of the brokers and I will put together a package, several options. We come back to you and we sit down with you and we'll say, this is where you're at. This is the snapshot. Here it is. You're talking 20 plus page report. Wow. That I'm going to give you and say, here, this is yours. I won't read it all to you, but I will touch base on the key points, and then I will show you how we can get from where you're at to where you want to go. And I don't always, just like what you had to do with me, the answer wasn't, you're going to go be Mr. Olympia in a year. The answer is, this is what I can put together for you, and
step by step program.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, step by step.
From A to Z to get to where you want to go, and that's what I believe is the best thing to do. And I provide routine follow up 6 months and a year. Where are we at? Where are we on track? If we've got things professionally.
So you hold them accountable.
Absolutely.
That's
accountability's got to be it.
Yeah, that's why we weigh you in every week and measure you every week.
Absolutely.
How can my clients get a hold of you?
They can call me. I mean, I'm on the blog itself. We've got the link to my website.
Awesome.
It's buildingasolidfuture.com. All right, because that's what we're looking to do. You can call me on my cell phone as well.
And what is my number? What is your number?
My number is area code 562-254-8526. And that rings right here on my hip, and I answer it every time unless I'm sitting with a client.
There you have it, guys. Big Joe Ingram in the house. He lost weight. And not only he's done that, he seeked a professional like me to help him. Now, if you need assistance in financial, in something that has to do with finances, and you want to seek a professional, Joe's here to help you. He's doing this free for my clients, and make sure you tune in and check him out. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thanks.